you want the honors of milking her.
Carry her away, whatever you like. Your preference. You enjoy milking her, go right ahead.
I enjoy it. I'm fine with doing it. So you want 1 cc of milk to do the milk test. Oh my gosh.
What?
It's not going to be hard at all. I just don't want to take too much.
She hasn't started eating everything though.
I know. Maybe that will be to come. Uh-oh.
What?
Nothing. It's just dripping now.
Good job.
There you go.
Alright. So you get 1 cc of milk. I'm going to taste this again. I told Susan that I would. It's definitely not salty, Susan, so I don't know if I'd say it's sweet, but it's definitely not salty. Alright, so what Susan says on that is when it's salty, it's not time. But when it starts to go sweet, then she's gonna foal.
She is developing a lot of wax on the left teat, and the right one I've milked, and it's dripping now. So she's definitely ready. We just have to wait to see if the foal is ready. Huh.
Alright, so I have 1 cc.
I might have to back up more because I
I have 1 cc in here. I ended up plugging the bottom of the syringe because it leaks over time. I used some JB Weld. It's inert. It's potable, so it's safe to be around with water, people to consume. You want to make sure that whatever you use is safe. That way it doesn't interact or affect your test results. So that's that huge round part on the bottom. Then you go ahead, we've got 6 cc's of distilled water.
Is that measured correctly?
Yes.
I just want to make sure I did that right. I'm going to take the plunger.
Go ahead and add that in there. I've got the plunger that I use to cap this. It's not really going to go in very far because you can only compress it so far. And then use that to shake up and mix the milk with the water. Essentially all we're doing is measuring the calcium levels, which would be the hardness on the test strip, and the pH. And that will tell you how far everything's progressed. It starts out with a high pH, so a base where the pH is over a 7, like a 7.4 roughly, and her hardness is really low, around the low 100, 200. And then as she gets closer, the pH starts to drop, gets down below 7, 6, 8, 6, 4. Once it gets down to about 6.4, we know she's going to be foaling soon, and as her hardness skyrockets above 400, once those two happen, we know it's going to happen. It's fairly imminent, within
12 to 24
12 hours roughly.
And sometimes it depends on when you take the test though. And
So we have two brands. The brand I use is Mardell, just because I've worked in a pet store, and so Mardell was my favorite brand for testing the aquariums, and I just ended up bringing that over into doing this. It's the one I found to be the most consistent in working with aquariums. With that, it's just you dip it directly in and right back out. And then 30 seconds.
I don't have a clock. I don't know. It's 30 seconds. That's the pH. And that's the hardness.
And let's see, hardness is
Let's see, it's up here.
somewhere between 250 and 425. So it's progressed further than it was before. Her pH has
definitely at 6.4.
definitely 6.4 or lower. It's really low. So
And that hardness is, I think,
hardness is
moderately high.
moderately high, somewhere between 250 and 425. So it could progress more. Again, this is just one of the signs. It's not like a silver bullet or a guarantee. I'm going to use another test strip brand. One, we haven't used any other brands besides Mardell, so I thought I would use a second brand just to get an idea of how accurate it is, how well it does as far as what we use. And it's a Tetra brand, so it's kind of a comparison just in case it's harder for us to get Mardell up where we are. So, and the directions on this say 1 second, and then you pull it out, and then go ahead and wait 30 seconds to read, and then slightly shorter than 1 second. And the timing is just for the chemical reactions with the pads. So that's it. It's really simple. All the bottles come with the charts on the bottles that tell you the levels to match with the color on the pads.
This one's just on the inside.
And you want to definitely pay attention and read the freshwater chart, not the saltwater chart.
It says that it's at 6.2 for pH.
Correct. And the hardness
It's at
is
300.
somewhere around 300. So the difference is this Tetra only goes to 300, Mardell goes to 425. That's the biggest reason why I like Mardell.
Just gives you a
Is
little
its
more accuracy.
hardness is higher, so you get a higher range on the calcium, because when it goes over 400, you know you're really close to fulling. So there you go. That's it. Really simple.
Couldn't have predicted this like 2 days ago when her pH was at 7.4 and her hardness was at 250.
And 48 hours later, she's at 6.2 and somewhere between 250 and 400, around 300,
Probably
345.
300 because this one is 300.
300. So the next 24 hours.
Yeah, we're not leaving. So I hope you stocked up on your energy drinks.
Again, not a guarantee, but you know, she's got the point in the belly. She's dripping milk. She waxed within the last 12 hours.
Yeah.
Rather quickly. She hasn't started eating like crazy, but
She could just be different this
Yeah,
year.
it could be different this year. So her tail.
This morning it was pretty loose, like the tail head's prominent. She is a little extra heavy this year. She has a crusty neck and a little fat padding, so it was harder to tell. But the tail isn't quite, like this isn't quite as ready as I would think. It is soft, but it's just probably going to be, the next thing to get ready. Huh. You seem so sad. And that look on your face, would you like a carrot? Would that make you happy? I can get you a carrot. She's just like, don't touch me. Poor Becca. Oh, Becca, I'll braid your hair. We'll do this together.
So there you go. It's just another sign. Hopefully, it's being extremely accurate in the next 24 hours, but she does have many of the other ones pointing to her being ready. Set this somewhere. Ticking doesn't get into the camera.
It'd probably be okay. I mean, just where you can see it. You want me to leave this bag of stuff here for you? You want me to bring it in? This Sharpie.
Well, put the Sharpie with the folding kit so we can mark the camera, or the clock.
Okay.
We can draw on the camera lens too.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone would love that. Black it out. Okay.
Alright. Let's see. Read that clock from in here. I know. They're so big. God, that clock is way too loud. I need a digital clock or you're gonna go insane.